just tend to feel things a bit more than the average person, I guess. In the sense that I'm a lot more aware of like emotions. I feel like a lot more people do feel things, they just aren't brought up in a way that they're made aware that they feel things. And I think that's the good thing for me, is that I've been made aware as a kid that this is something about me. Everything has an energy, everything has a feeling, and if you can realise that from like a young age, I think it would help humanity in the sense of like looking after our planet and looking after things and just being more caring towards more than just yourself. I grew up with my mum, my dad and my sister in a little rural town called Hicktire till I was 17, I think. And then I ended up moving down to Wellington to study architecture. Yeah.
I think I'm a bit spiritual. I've had some spiritual experience, definitely. So I have some of that as well, but not on her level, I would say, yeah.
I guess in terms of my upbringing, it was a lot more like open than other people's, in the sense that like my mum's quite spiritual. I wouldn't define it as being a medium or a psychic. It's just that I've had the kind of upbringing that made me aware that there were other things out there and that you can't always explain something. And I've had certain like experiences in my lifetime that have made me notice that there kind of is a bit more out there, I guess, than what people automatically think. I would define myself as spiritually aware in the sense that I can feel energies around me that aren't, physical. I think as a kid it affected me more in my day-to-day life than it does now. I was a lot more, like I didn't know how to kind of turn it on and off. What my mum did was she made me and my sister, she didn't make us, I mean I kind of wanted to do it anyway, but she put us into ballet. It definitely helped. The ballet is about using your body and like moving, and the way, because energy is very fluid and moves, it was good doing ballet in the sense that it helped kind of like control the kind of like crazy energy, emotional turbulence that I felt. Art and expression has always been a big part of my life. Being able to like express the way you're feeling, your feelings onto something physical is very helpful in terms of understanding the way you are feeling, because art is something where it's like a picture says a lot more than any kind of words could ever say. You got to be a little bit weird, I guess, to feel things that aren't exactly normal. What I say is like I just kind of put my antenna up and it's like a radar. I don't think I see specifically auras. I guess I can, but it's not like a colour or anything that you see in like these images online. It's not like, whoa, bright colours, that person's purple, that person's yellow. It's like sometimes you can just kind of see when, if you're standing next to someone, you can feel like someone's energy is a lot bigger or someone's is a lot more closer.
Living with someone that's more spiritual, sensitive, is different, as interesting, because you get to care more about the spiritual side of things in your on a daily basis. So living your daily life, it's yeah, it makes you think more about it and be more concerned about it.
Yeah, the most challenging part was probably when I was younger and not realizing that everybody doesn't feel the same way as me. It was weird talking to some people and being like, oh look, there's someone over there, and then being like, there's no one over there, what are you on about, Jasmine? It was a little bit like, is she seeing stuff, is she a bit crazy? And it would definitely affect the way people would behave towards me. Some people I met were not open to it, and they were very much like, I don't want to hear anything about it, it's not normal, it's not okay. It's not something that a person should feel or be like. And my grandfather dying was also a big thing for me, especially having only like one grandparent my whole life. He kind of played a big role there, so his death was very hard. I wasn't in the room exactly when he died because my mum didn't want me and my sister in there. But right after he passed away, we were like allowed to come in and everything, and like my auntie and my uncle and my mum were in there. Even though I could feel all of them, it was a very like clarity kind of moment for me, because I was standing there and like this person I'd known all my life was like lying there and was not there, because I could, like, his energy had left. And I guess when someone dies, the energy leaves, and it was weird because he was lying in front of me, but he wasn't there. He was over there, and that was the thing. I could very clearly see he was still in the room, and so even though everyone was upset, I was standing there and I just didn't. I didn't want to cry or like bawl my eyes out like the rest of them, because I could still feel Granddad there. He just wasn't in his body. I knew he was still there and he was okay.
What I find most interesting about Jasmine is that she's a very open-hearted person and very joyful, even though sometimes it's clear that she's going through a hard time. And that changes a bit, her energy a bit, but nonetheless, her core is very blissful and joyful.